Sweet. We are back at it. So today the goal is to get the base at least kind of set up. Get a storage system going. Kind of see how that will end up. I think. Oh yeah, we needed some slime balls. That's right, because we're gonna make the frog ports from create. So we're waiting for some cactus to grow. I guess I could start digging the hole where this stuff will go. So I'll make myself. My inventory is still a massive mess, but that is okay. Got the blaze burner. What about the stock ticker? What do we need for that? Stock link. Okay. So we don't need too much there. Just need to get us some more chests going. We're gonna need at least 4 or 5. So need some more iron. Got plenty of iron plates. 4. Plenty of white concrete. That's 6 stacks right there. So I guess we just really need to make some more. Get that put up. Just gotta wait for some more cactus. Which I want to go ahead and just expand this so that way it speeds up. I don't want to sit here for too long waiting. Go. I get 3 bedroom should be fine actually. I don't need like a crazy amount of cactus, just enough. Hope everyone's having a good evening. I think it's, I don't know if it's cooler for the rest of the world. It's been cooler where I'm from. Not too hot like it was last time I was streaming on Saturday. Sweet. There we go, there we go. Let's see. Put that up. So yeah, we need to make the frog ports. We need a good chunk of those. Put this sandpaper here. So we need 4 frog ports. I gotta think of how I want the base to be laid out. I already got the diamonds on me. Okay. I don't know if I want to go super far from here or let's see. I don't know how many chunks away. I don't want to go too far from the cactus because I need that to grow, and if I'm outside of the chunk, it won't. Might as well just go and start digging. So we wanted to set up around here-ish, I think. Or is it here? Yeah, around here is about center of the island. So I want to try to get to the center so that way if I need to build any rail system or anything like that, I can easily kind of go back and forth. I think putting it at Y70 should be pretty good. That's balanced out. Is this the cave that I was looking at the other day? No. Okay, so whatever. This will work. So Y70. We'll start to dig out a little area. I want the storage system to have quite a lot of space, so I'm going to try to do probably an 11 by 11 area underground. The storage, maybe larger, maybe 13 by 13. Let's see. Put myself at 409 here. Okay, so let's get this going. So I want to do here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that's 9. Let's see. I'm trying to visualize some stuff. So that'd be 17 total. Which 9. So that would be one storage thing. So I wanted to go out at least 2 blocks. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 blocks over here, which would be 29 blocks total. So I can just cool. One, two, three, okay, can I fuck this up? 940. Oh wait, no, I did fuck this up. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Cool. So then we're just going to go 13 from here, which that should be 21, right? Yeah. Oh, well, shit. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 11, 12, 13. Yeah. There you go. And you always double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Cool. because that will allow a 9 block wide thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. We just gotta connect these on now. Yeah, because this will just kind of centering out where I want the basement storage to be. Let's go back over to. I think I have a bunch of extra dirt in the base. Well, I can start digging out somewhat. I want this to be pretty deep. I want there to be good sized ceilings. I want there to be enough space for if I need to expand storage or anything like that, you know? I don't want to have to deal with constantly running out of storage. One of the, like, one thing I always forget about Minecraft is just the amount of, like, breaking and placing of just, like, random things in your way. There's one guy, I don't remember what his username is, but no, he posts, like, super flat, like, content. Sometimes I'm kind of jealous of that. He does have to break a lot of blocks, and he probably has to do more terraforming stuff than whatever I'll have to do, but I'm jealous of that, you know? Just being able to already be on a flat area. But we'll make do. Probably should start getting netherite tools soon, just so that way we kind of exponentially speed things up. Go. Actually, I think I've screwed up something. Regulatory school. Get these apples right here. I got these apples right now. You know, I screwed up something. Yeah, that's correct. 1, 2, 3. So I want there to be. Yeah, that's correct. Sorry, I always second guess myself. I'm probably doing this correctly, but one. Yeah, no, I did it correctly. What am I freaking out about nothing, you know? I just want there to be plenty of space, because you have to do a 9x9 with the item vaults from Create. And that's how you get the max storage one. That's the largest size that can be. Because if I link all those together, I will get a crazy, crazy amount of storage. Like, it will be absolutely bonkers how much storage I'll have. It will last me pretty much probably till the end of the series. It is, like, nuts how much storage you can get from the Create mod. I think the newest update is probably the best thing they've ever done. Just because the sheer improvement to storage, you know? Technically going to be, maybe I should replace these. I'm going to be replacing these eventually with, you know, I should dig out one more block. And decide what's the fastest way to do this. I could design like an auto miner that like just chunks out the ground. That'd probably be easiest, to be honest with you. But I don't know if that would take me longer to design it and then deploy it, or if this is just faster, you know? I have a couple of blueprints for like a simple machine. Ooh, simple machine, so I had to export them from an old world over to this one though. So I've been playing with Create for a couple of years now. It's like it's a mod that like I think that if it was added to Minecraft, yes, it does look weird with the blocks being animated and all that. I will admit that. But it is one of those mods where it just feels right in Minecraft. And it just adds so much for what it is. And I'm so happy that they keep adding on this stuff. It's just such a cool mod. Okay. So we'll need to go. Go. So like I said, I want this room to be 9 foot or 9 meter high ceilings, because that gives me lots and lots of excess storage if I need to do it. I might make it 11 foot, so that way if I want to do like, so this would be like the face of one of the like containers. It would be kind of nice to be able to have like 3 stacked up like this. So that way there's like all this excess storage. But I don't know. Well, I don't know. With the frog storage stuff, yeah, I really need to test out some more stuff in creative sometime, but probably could do it pretty easily. Okay, we'll do that. I'll just keep it at 11 for right now. And then if I need to, I can add in stuff. Because I'm pretty sure with the frog port stuff, I can do some pretty cool crap with that. As long as the frog port is on top. I don't know if the frog port can aim down, though, or if it has to just aim up for the storage system. I think it can aim down. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. But I'm pretty sure the frog port, I don't know if it shows it in its ponder menu. Let's see. Does it have to be below it? Or can it be above it? Like, look, in the documentation, it shows it like this. It shows it like from below, not above, but that doesn't mean it can't do that. Like, I'd be surprised if it, you know, clearly, look, I don't know. Let's run back over to the base real quick. Some of the cactuses should be done. I don't need that many cactus. I just need enough to make a couple of green dye. And then I can make the items I need. I need the stock ticker. I need inventory links. I'm also going to put on breaking and efficiency on this shovel real quick, so that will help speed up the excavation by a lot. So I'm not sitting there digging a hole that like 2 blocks every minute. I don't know. I was too far away. That's not good. Because it's 1. It just sleeps that way. No phantom spawn on me randomly. Go. Man, I really need to clear out storage soon. Put the diamonds back in there. Take some lapis. Let's see if we can get a good enchantment. I already have Unbreaking 3. Let's see what it gives us. Oh. Man. Minecraft enchanting. Do be trolling. Do we take the risk? Do we risk it again and get just Unbreaking 3 again? Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. That's good. That's good. I don't want Silk Touch, but that's good. I'll just remove Silk Touch off of this. I already have Silk Touch. Yes. Sweet. Get these out of here. But having efficiency will help a lot. There we go. Hello, my prisoners. Okay. Still don't have any space in my inventory, my god. Let me try to not make a mess of all my storage. Make a mess. We'll just toss stuff randomly for right now. It's agitating me. This stresses me out, you know? Just all this crud all over the place. Usually a lot more. Well, okay. My storage system's organized for me, so I don't have to, you know? That's why I like storage system mods, because I like things looking neat and tidy, but I don't like to manually have to do it. Not anymore, at least, you know? Back when, like, I played Minecraft all the time. And before I played modded, when it was just like, you know, basic vanilla survival, obviously I would organize the crap out of my storage. I might even one day, if people are interested in watching, I might actually go back through some of my old worlds and see how things have changed, you know, over time. Because I've been playing I don't know if I have any saved ones that are really, really old. I think like over the years, you know, from different computers and stuff like that. Just kind of like lost all of those, but that'd be kind of fun to do, you know? There we go. Isn't it so much better? Start not sitting here watching me dig holes for like an hour. I also need to get an XP farm soon, my gosh. So if this is ground floor, I need this. This is where, so we need 9 blocks underneath that. Actually 11 blocks. So hold on. Wait, what am I doing? I was doing that correctly. What the heck? Go down. No, this is not multiplayer. I am planning to stream with Hoki, possibly this Wednesday or Friday, whichever one works out for him. And we'll be doing not a hardcore server together. We'll be doing we're calling it Curse Forge, where we're kind of just going through and adding, like, you know, a ton of different Curse Forge mods just to see, like, you know, how chaotic that can be. We've already put a bunch on the mod pack. No more than 100 yet. Like, I know that some people's mod packs are like in the 200s. But We'll see. Hello, hello. But we're looking forward to that one. I think that will be really fun. We have Ice and Fire on there already. We have, I think, we have Iron Spell Books. We have Alex's Caves. Trying to think of what else. Oh, I can't remember. We have Ice and Fire, Iron Spellbook. We have the same infection mod that we have on this that I have on my world right now. Because initially, Hoki and I were going to do a stream where we tried to play both of us in hardcore, and then we realized that just timing wise, sometimes our schedules don't line up, and I also wanted to really play hardcore on my own, so that we could more focus on like the builds, you know. Because I do like building. I like building like ridiculous bases. But let's see. Let's see. We will be probably doing something. I don't know if we'll probably do a hardcore together, like as a stream, just because it's a lot harder with, you know, multiple people to have a hardcore world. Because the rule for us is if one of us dies, you know. Yes, I am making a build right now. If one of us dies, then we have to restart the world entirely. And with an infection mod, if any of us get hit, it just basically kills that world. Unless we have golden apples like on standby. But it's the same, right? I'm working on my base currently. I'm trying to get a storage system put down. Let's see. 1, 2, 5, yeah. 64. I'm trying to get the basement of my base done so that way I can have all my storage going. Because if I don't want to have to come back to, like, I don't want to have to build more chests. Like, that's the one thing I don't like doing, is having to go back and like rearrange my chest rooms and all that. Yeah, speaking of Bedrock Edition, because I see that you said, one of you said that you play on PS4. Those are waypoints. There's a mod that I have installed called Waystones that allows me to teleport between waypoints. So there's one there, there's one there, there's one over here near my current house. But on Bedrock Edition, I used to have some crazy stuff. We had like a server we played on for a while. But I've been mainly playing on Java for years now. Just because I like the modding capability of Java. Even though I think the Bedrock Marketplace has some pretty cool stuff in it, but I don't know. I don't personally use Bedrock enough. I don't know if Marketplace has the same kind of variety that Java does. I think Java might have Bedrock beat on mods. I'm not sure. I don't really care about which one's better. I think it's just whatever version of Minecraft you like is the version you like, you know? I feel like too many people are caught up in like obsessing over what version of Minecraft is better instead of just enjoying the game, you know? Because each one has like cool stuff. For example, like I think it's with the Trident. The Trident stuff, you can make auto farms a lot easier, like mob farms, XP farms specifically. a lot easier on Bedrock compared to Java. Java, you have to do a lot of stuff to make XP farms. Usually a piglin farm. Yeah, we might add on the survival world that Hoki and I will be playing on. We might add some horror mods because we're planning on adding. I think we're gonna either add 1 to 5 mods every 100 days on the world. So by the time that we hit like 1,000 days on that world, on that server, it will be so chaotic. Like there will be hundreds of different mods, which would be very funny and also super hectic. I have used the cave dweller mod. There's I think a bunch of variants of it before. We had a server that I hosted for a while, and I had the cave dweller mod installed, and I didn't tell anyone else besides like one of the other mods on the server. A couple of my friends went mining without knowing what was going on, and were jumped by the cave dweller, and I got some angry messages. Oh, you're still burnt from Minecraft? Is it just playing too much? I can understand that. Yeah, we might be something like that. There's a couple of I don't know, I haven't looked into the Hero Bride mod. Yeah, we don't want to. We might stay away from mods that can break the world because, we want to keep playing on it for as long as we can. We're pretty much going until there's too many mods, and it'll, you know, like yeah, we just want to keep on like going until it just gets too hectic to play. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just dig a little bit further down. Hold on. Yeah, I've mainly played on Java most of my life playing Minecraft. Pretty much when it first, I don't know how long everyone in this watching has been playing. I've been playing since back when it was on web browser. They used to have a version of web browser that was, I think, multiplayer only. I think I can't remember if it did have a single player version or not. And I remember I was like, I want to play. Like I only knew about that version, but I knew that. Oh wait, I have to measure this. I knew that I wanted that game so bad, so I like begged my family to let me get the game. And I think that was back in like 2012, 2013. So like, no, 12 years ago now. So, because that was back when I was in like middle school. Crazy long time ago. I'm an old man now. So, okay. I got 2 more layers to go. I'm just kind of cutting out the area real quick. I want to make sure that once I start chopping down this area, that I stay in the boundaries. So, 2. Minecraft has changed so much since 2012, though. I remember playing before the cave updates, all that kind of stuff, before pistons were added, or even dispensers were added. Like, I'm trying to remember what's the first thing I remember being added to Minecraft. Yeah, that probably piss me off too. Having someone kill my villagers. Setting up a villager trading hall is hard work, so I can understand. The amount of cycling you have to do to get the enchantment books you want or the trades you want, and you have to you have to zombify them too to get a good deal. But yeah, no, I'm genuinely trying to think of what the first thing I remember being added to Minecraft was. I really don't remember. That's how long ago it was. It was so far back that it was when faction servers were still very popular, and I used to play on faction servers all the time, which you'd always get so pissed off about because you'd get raided eventually. Like everyone would raid. You would get raided eventually, no matter how good your base was. Like it was hard. Like because I think there's like a meta now of like what to do, but back then, there just wasn't. You just didn't know what the best strategy. Oh wait, oh yeah, it's 30. You just didn't know what the best strategy was. But nowadays, like there's tutorials and everything on how to build the unraidable base. But that was way after when I stopped playing factions because I'd get pissed off. You get people who would this. I had a friend. I made friends over like Minecraft, and one of them backdoored us. So like they joined our faction, were pretending to be friendly, all that kind of stuff, and immediately within like a day of him playing with us, he left the faction and teleported his friends into our base. Luckily, since how I designed the base, it was like separated off into different like sections, and since he was in the claim zone, he couldn't just like get into all the areas. Um, we had to like seal off our base, and eventually they finally left. But we lost a lot of loot because of him, because you're having someone like in your base and you can't really do anything. Because in a lot of faction servers, if you die, you lose claim points, and you can't like control as much land. So if that happens, you could lose some of the claimed area, and then someone could come along and claim it, steal your base from right out under if they kill you enough. Luckily, we caught on pretty quickly to what he was doing. Otherwise, we would have 100% lost that base. I don't ever ended up. I think I just left that server after a while. But no, I think I have old screenshots from this server. I don't know. I don't even know what happened to like my old laptop that I used to play Minecraft on. Because nowadays we're also used to like 60 FPS and all that, or higher. It's like I play it normally. I think it's like 90 FPS right now with all these mods. But like in vanilla, I get like easily 144. But like back then, it's like 30 FPS. It looks so crap. You go back and play old Minecraft, and you're like, this. Well, I guess if you use current like hardware, it probably run pretty well. So, um, but yeah, no, I just that is definitely a Minecraft has changed so much since then, but I think it's changed for the better. Um, all the stuff they've added is crazy. It's just nuts what they've added. Like the cave update, I think was the best update they have ever done. I'm excited to see what else they do. Like the happy gas, I thought that was really cool. I haven't played much. I basically did a speed run to get a happy gas, like on the snapshot, because I really want to see. I like it. I just think it's a little bit slow. Like it is not useful at all for any kind of travel. It is mainly just for base building, which is fine. That's what it's for. But I do wish it was a little bit faster, because it is so slow. Hold on, let's get this cactus. Yeah. Oh, humble home, humble home. Let's get this stuff stored away. Okay, get that put up, get that put up, get that put up. this junk out of inventory. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Mojang keeps doing with the game. I think that'd be. I hope it's still being updated in around 10 years from now, because I think Minecraft is one of those special games where I don't think it'll ever truly die. You know what I mean? Like, it comes in like waves of where it'll go in and out of popularity. I don't know if it's. No, I think Minecraft's pretty popular right now. I don't know. But it's always been one of those games where a major update will drop and a bunch of people will return to it, or like big name creators will basically revive the game for a while. So it kind of just comes and goes, which is, I guess, with a lot of games. There's a lot of games that are like that. So Minecraft just happens to be one of those as well. Okay, I think we've got it down to the level I want it. Hold on. This has to be 11 blocks. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, perfect. So we can start cutting this all down. Make sure get that's on the same side. So we just gotta cut out this giant cube now. It won't take us too long, especially with efficiency 5 stuff, but I'll have to make a mobile like mining machine soon. So I'm just gonna exit out through this little hole. Because I want to go into the nether, but I don't want to strip mine for hours. I want to be able to just, I just want to be able to just go send off a machine to mine the netherite for me and just follow behind it. Because you can design that with Create. Hello, Santiago. Hello. But I think making an auto miner would be pretty nice. It helps speed up things quite a lot. Yeah, sweet. Just gonna mine away. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what other things I might want to add to this island, this mushroom island. Right now I'm going to do the giant mushroom tower base. I want to design my base to look like a black morel. I'm going to use black stone and white concrete. I might add some diorite in there for texture. Just so that way it doesn't just look like one singular thing, I might mix in some lighter colors for, instead of black stone, I might do something that's still dark and light, but deep slate might actually work pretty well for that. Might use that. I'd have to look how it's the colors will look. I don't want it to just look like one big blocky mass. I want it to actually, have some cool coloration and texture to it. I feel like a lot of people, their bases, they complain about their bases looking plain and all that. And it's mainly because they don't texture or add any dimension to their base. They just leave it flat. I have a lot of people that I play with that always like to say that their bases look ugly. And it's like, no, I think it looks good. You just need to add like in real life, a house isn't just like a flat cube, unless like you have like a modern style house, But even then, there's still like texture from the siding. Like a lot of people will build their base like a cubey blocky thing, and it's like you can do that, but just like add some stuff to it, add some texture. You can do a lot with just basic stuff, Might turn down. There we go. But you can do quite a lot with just basic blocks. Just give it some like make it feel like you're looking into something that, even though it is 2D, you know, like the flatness of the block. Like if, for example, you use like you mix gravel with stone or cobblestone, it gives it that texture to give it more depth. Oops. I'm not gonna need all this dirt. I'm not even gonna pick up this dirt. I don't even want this dirt. Yeah. I think there's a cave. I don't know if it's a full cave underneath here or not. Hopefully there is, because that'll actually make it easier to continue digging out. Let's see. I do need more of that. I'm gonna have to make more ammo soon. Because if I'm going back to the nether, I want to, like, I ran out of so much ammo dealing with that zombie horde. So I'm gonna, if I'm gonna go back to the nether, I'm gonna have to stock up on ammo. Especially the baby zombie piglins are nightmare. Well, any of the baby zombies are nightmare too, so. There we go. There we go. This is so maddening to do this over and over again. There we go. Got rid of all that. So now it is just, now there's some gravel down here. Now it's just stone, so that's nice. I'm actually gonna collect some of the cobblestone. I don't really want any of the dirt. I don't need any of the dirt. I eventually will probably need some dirt, but I'll get it from terraforming. Like 100% I'll get more from terraforming, so I'm not too worried about it. Like, it is, I'm gonna get it non-stop. Dirt and cobblestone is like the things that I always have thousands and thousands of by the end of a playthrough. Like it's just, it's too much. I need to start actually designing with Create. I can automate it. Like it can dump my storage for me automatically. So if it gets to a point where there is like, I don't know, 10,000 cobblestone in my inventory, like in the storage system, I could design it to just purge that for me. I could do that. I might do that, to be honest with you. I think there even is a way to automate like it transferring back and forth between different storage systems, like different ones. I'd have to look. Oh, whoops. That's what I love about Create is you can automate so much random stuff. It also makes you feel like an inventor when you're like just going nuts with your designs. I was playing on a server with Create, and I was living on a mushroom island because one thing about me is I love mushrooms. Both I like eating them, and I like living on mushroom islands, you know. But with that, um, I had designed. I flattened out the entire island because it was way smaller than this one. This one is like huge. Like this one's nuts so big. The one I was living on was like no, it was about the size of this. I completely flattened the island because I wanted to like make it all cohesive looking, you know. And I was like, I don't want to terraform all this stupid crap and like place because I wanted to convert it to all grass blocks instead of mycelium. And I had to design a machine that would just go along and you can till mycelium. And if you till mycelium and then immediately trample it, it converts it to just a regular dirt block. That's the fastest way to do it. Instead of having to pick it up, like, because normally you have to break the ceiling or place a block on top of it. But it takes too long, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I just made a machine that auto-tilled like an entire like zone. And that worked pretty well for what I was doing. And then I had another machine that would come along and just break the like place down a block quickly that would break the tilled dirt and turn it right back into just regular dirt. So that way, then I could place a grass block down, like a silk touch grass block, and that would fix like everything. So and that worked pretty well. Ironically, if I would have just focused on doing that, not even designing the machine, it probably would have taken me about the same time to just do it manually. But you know, that's what it's like sometimes to make stuff. Sometimes it's how it be. But you get faster and faster at designing things too when you do stuff like that. That's why I think the create mod is just so good. It is so good. Because you can just do whatever you... If you can basically think of it, you can probably do it. Like, I've seen some crazy things done in the create mod. Most of my stuff's pretty simple. I don't really build anything too crazy. I did build... I never got to use it, sadly, but I did build a Coliseum on this multiplayer server where it had, like, champions could rise from the floor, and a bunch of different, like, things would happen around the arena, too. Like, these giant obsidian pillars would rise up from the ground, and they would have mob spawners on them. And this was all done in survival, too, which was so much fun. It took me forever to do. I designed the Coliseum in creative, and then you can save the blueprint of that in create and transfer it over. So I got all the materials in survival, which was still a pain in the butt, but I did it anyways. I never got to use the arena though, because by the time that I got that built, the server was pretty much, you know how it is. Like there's like the 1 month period of where everyone's into Minecraft, and then after that month, everyone wants to stop playing, you know? But I might show off that build because I'm very proud of that one. It took so long to do. I'm definitely not bitter about it. Totally not bitter. But on this world, I'm going to probably make a couple automated farms. Definitely some automated farms. Because cobblestone farms are pretty easy to make. I know I use cobblestone on a lot of my builds. I like it for pathways, cobblestone pathways. I might try to do something different though. Let's see. I don't know. I'll have to think of what I want to do for the pathway blocks. Because the main structure of this playthrough is going to be the Black Morel. One of the funkiest looking mushrooms. There's definitely funkier looking ones, but that's one that I think I could realistically build in Minecraft and fit a lot of like stuff inside of too. So I have to be able to fit like, you know, enchanting room, potion room, all that kind of stuff. You need to be able to fit that in this. You always got to account for that kind of stuff. I might take some suggestions from people too, like what to add in there. We'll see. I have to get my stuff built in there first. I know I'm gonna want like a massive bedroom and all that. But I gotta think of other stuff I'm gonna eventually build. Probably gonna build a central train station. So that way I don't have to constantly, like I can just go to wherever I need to go on the island. Even though I do have waystones, but I think it'd be more fun to have like a train system, you know? Especially because the train systems in Create can run even when... whatever, that's fine. I can cobblestone right now. train systems in Create can run even when they're not loaded in, so they can travel across the world and collect items from other areas and bring it back, which will definitely make it easier for me. I don't know. I think the only place I might want to try to think. There is a bunch of snow stuff. I'm trying to remember where the nearest. Oh, there is a pillager outpost right there. So I'll probably set up a pillager farm, which, wow, that's actually like dead south too. Wow, actually, that'd be pretty easy to. Yeah, okay, I might do that. Set up a train system because I know I'm gonna need a pillager farm for Totems of Undying. I know that's kind of cheap, but you could still easily die if you can't swap the totems fast enough. You could still die. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna drop off some of this cobblestone because I want to be able to use some of this. Let's just teleport back over there. I don't want to walk. It's only 200 blocks, but I need to put a waystone over there too. Yeah, because once I have access to Totems of Undying, I want this. I want to try to get to 1,000 days. I don't know. Like, I know that's not even like a record or anything. I know that there's way higher numbers. I know that there's some people who have like 10,000 to like 40,000 or something like that. I don't know what the highest is, but I don't know if, well, it wouldn't matter. It's mainly just trying to survive, and I'm pretty sure they would have. Modded does change some things though. It's a little bit easier to survive in modded. I gotta run back over there. Should put these cactuses closer. Cacti. Should put these cacti closer. So that we don't have to run all the way back and forth. I really could just set up a waste. There's one in the base. I'll grab it next time I'm over there. Yeah, I don't know what the longest one is. I tried to figure that out, but I don't think it's documented very well. So who knows? It might be one of those things where there isn't like a clear record. Because I guess that record's pretty easy to beat if you just dig yourself a hole, get yourself a bunch of like food, and just stay in that hole. You could break the record pretty easily in hardcore. It's mainly just about like waiting, which I don't think anyone would accept that as a record though, because that's a cheap way. Like you're not even playing the game pretty much, you're just letting it run in the background. But I don't know. I don't even know. How many days are we on? We're on, where's the D? I think 18? Yeah, day 18. Feels like it's been a lot more, but I think that's correct. Let's see. I can see the play time of the world through statistics, right? Or yeah, general distance, games quit 9 times, hop search, interactions, jumps. Jesus. Let's see. Number of deaths, yeah, 0. Player kills, it's gonna be 0. Rage, targeted, time play. Let's see, teleport open, waystones activated. It says, wait, what? Time slept in a bed 43. Wouldn't that mean that I'm at 50 days then? What the Oh, that's from the pause menu being open. That's right. Was it what? Why doesn't that match? How do you see days? Am I stupid? Then the F3 menu? I have no idea. I have genuinely no idea. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Make it to 1,000 days on here. See what the world's like. Well, you know, I always these videos get uploaded straight to the channel. So, speaking of which, if anyone here has been enjoying the stream, has been here for a while, and is kind of just enjoying watching and listening to me kind of just ramble, um, Pokey also uploads to this channel. He does more video stuff. He has, I don't think he's uploaded any streams directly to the channel yet, but if you're enjoying what you're seeing, you like what you're seeing, go check out some of the other videos. We have some funny ones. A lot more chaotic when Hoki's online, but he's really funny. If you ever see him streaming, please come check him out. He'd love to have you. But he can get pretty chaotic too. He is very funny. But we'll probably be streaming together Wednesday and or Friday, and we're going to be doing that curse forge stuff, where we are just throwing as many mods at the wall and just seeing what sticks, you know? Just seeing how chaotic we can get it. Because I think it would be really funny to just try to survive, because we're not doing it hardcore, because obviously with a certain amount of mods, it's just not feasible, especially with two of us. We're just going to try to survive. Our goal, obviously, we're not going to constantly try to die or anything like that, but we're not going to be, you know, scared of dying either. Because I think with Alex's caves, there's some crazy stuff in there. There's the nuclear creepers, which I think those guys need just one shot. I'm pretty sure. Hokie and I were screwing around with the nuke and our test survival world. That was pretty funny. It's a little bit glitched, a little bit scuffed. It when we used it, it would basically kick Hokie from the game and cause major lag spikes. So it's fun. I know you need it for another step in Alex's cave, so we'll have to make sure that it doesn't crash the server when we're trying to get that one mob. So, I think, but yeah, that will probably be Wednesday, probably around 7 p.m. EST. We'll try to do that. We might make a community post kind of announcing that kind of stuff. If you subscribe, you'll definitely be notified. Calcite. But yeah, if you like what you see, if you enjoy listening to me talk, or you just enjoy watching me play, I know it's kind of boring right now because I'm not really doing anything besides mining. But if you enjoy what you see, please subscribe. You know, like. It does help out. I know a lot of people, you know, a lot of people think it doesn't really do anything, and sometimes it doesn't, but it does help with the algorithm sometimes. We've had this channel around for a while. It used to be called something else. So, oh, it is a blood moon. Well, I'm not going to bed, I guess. But we are on a mushroom island, so nothing's going to happen. I wonder what the blood moon's like in the nether. I wonder what happens there. There it is. The blood moon. But yeah, I don't think. Yep. Nothing's going to happen, so I'm just going to continue mining. But I can't go to bed, which is kind of annoying. I think Hokie is working on a short form video. I think for Wizard of Legend 2, we might play that on stream a couple of times because I do love Wizard of Legend 2. It's a really good game. If you never played, if you're into roguelikes, definitely try out Wizard of Legend 1. It is a very good game. I held a world record in it for a while until I was one of the 3 people for like 6-7 months that I held it, and it eventually was beat because it was just I didn't have that good of a score. My time wasn't that low, And then other people just came along and had like really good strats and just blew my numbers out of the water. Chest real quick. Just for getting some more junk out of my inventory. And of course, let's see. But Wizard of Legend 1, there is a Wizard of Legend 2, but I definitely recommend checking out 1 first. Wizard of Legend 1 is where you're a wizard of legend. You go around fighting bosses and enemies in like a dungeon called the Trials, and you are trying to get to the person who is like the champion of the master of the Trials and beat them to get sent back to the time you came from, because the game starts off with you being sucked back into the past by a strange artifact. It is such a good game. I played so many hours of that game, and I used to like play in tournaments and stuff like that, like PvP, because it's, even though it is like a co-op, couch co-op game, it has probably one of the most, like, it just feels good to play PvP. Like, it is, the game is very responsive, and you can do some crazy combos, and the PvP was just off the charts fun to play. Like, it was just so good. I haven't found a game since that gives me that same kind of high playing, you know, like the PvP. It was so crazy good. Like, it's just like one of those like once in a, like one in a million like games that just is fun to play both like single player, multiplayer, and in versus. So if you are into those types of games, I would definitely check it out. Like if you like stuff like Binding of Isaac, uh, Enter the Gungeon, those kind of games, it is really fun. Really, really fun. I might stream 1 maybe. I do stream 2 because it's still there. It just came out like I think not even a year ago. And they're still adding content. Its full release was I think like a month ago. So it's a very good game. I enjoy it. But 1 is definitely like peak video game to me. But 2 is pretty good too. I enjoy it, and I'm excited to see what they keep adding. It's just that 1. Oh, oh! It spawned them. Wait, what? How did it spawn them? Uh, oh, um, I don't have the ammo for this. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. Oh no! I don't know how they spawned here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I have a... Uh-oh. Yeah, this is the... I have a zombie mod, obviously, now that everyone can see it. Oh, no. They... How are they spawning here? This is not... This didn't happen last time. So they can spawn here. That's good to know. That's scary. I don't have enough ammo to kill all these guys. Like, at all. We will try, though. Oh my god. We definitely don't have enough ammo for this. Dear lord. The things I'm scared of are the zombie horses, because those things... Oh, okay, yeah. And then right after they say that... Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no. Okay. Well, this is good to know. I will have to build defenses on my base. That's real good to know. No. Bad zombie horse. now. Ooh. Oh, this was unexpected. And I do not have the ammo. You stay away, horse. Bad horse. Uh-oh, baby zombie. Oh, no. Oh, okay, I didn't get infected from that bite. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, this is horrible. This is bad. I have no real way of, like, cutting down these numbers. Well, that's... Oh, I have to keep basically running around. So I will have to definitely keep some more ammo. I'm gonna have to make some more ammo immediately because I do not want a repeat of this. The zombie horses are the scariest ones because they can just speed blitz you. Oh my god, look at all those zombies. Dear Lord. The Zoglins are not as fast as the horses, it looks like. Holy. Dear Lord, look at all these. The Zoglins die in a really cool way. Their heads like kind of just fall off. Uh-oh. No, I can't run. I forgot. Ah, I'm infected. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to get a golden apple. How much time do I have? 4 minutes. I got 4 minutes to get a golden apple. Oh, shit. I don't have a fabo. No, stop spawning! No! Oh, no. This is bad. This is real bad. Look at all of them. My god. Please, daytime come. I need to get back over to my base and get a golden apple. I have 3 minutes? Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta run. Oh, come on, daytime, please. Please, count as daytime. Once it hits daytime, they'll stop chasing me. But I can't lead him back to the base because if another horde spawns, that would be very bad. Come on. That's gotta be counted as daytime, right? That's gotta be daytime. Oh. Okay. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So I have a golden apple. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Got 3 minutes. Yeah, there we go. Even with the gun. Even with the gun, let's see. Just one, just one. Actually, I should make a couple. One here. So that way I have some on me. There we go. 7. 7. That's good. It's a lot of gold wasted, but actually I'm gonna make 2 more. I'm gonna try to keep a good chunk of these on. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. But it definitely ended a lot worse though. And I think the horde is still coming over here too. I'm gonna have to deal with them, I think. Oh yeah, they are. I don't have the ammunition for these guys. I really don't. I'm gonna have to round them up. We're gonna train them like Call of Duty zombies. Come on, zombies. Is that it? No, there's still more. Come on, zombies. Oh my god, there's so many of these guys. Oh my god. Oh, are they still all over there? Oh, not a single one despawned. Oh no. Okay, let's get these guys all together. Okay. we are out of ammo. That is no bueno. No bueno at all. Good stinky. Okay. Oh, there's still so many over here too. My gosh. Look at all of them that are still over here. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to like set up defenses. I don't know if they can destroy stuff like walls or anything. I just know that they get stronger over time. So they get like they're more likely to have equipment, stuff like that. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, we're good. We're good. Cleaned up that mess. What are you doing down here? Man, that could have ended badly. If I wasn't able to get away there, that would have been the end of this world. I was worried they were going to chase me to the house. They don't want to lose the villagers, you know. I can deconvert them, obviously, but I have to go get potion stuff, and so it's good that we didn't have to deal with that. Well, did they build that cobblestone, or was that me? I don't remember. I don't remember this was me who built the cobblestone. Oh man, that's scary. If they're able to build cobblestone, like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. I'm gonna have to make some automated defenses. That's crazy. I think that's... I can't remember if I built that or not. Oh, man. So, now I gotta think of other... It happens every 5 Minecraft days. So I gotta quickly get some more ammo. Which, if I cut down a couple stacks of trees, it will be fine. I'll have plenty. I'll be able to easily make the ammunition. I do need more copper, though, which I think I'm out of. So I will have to go on a mining run for that. Because I'm not too afraid of the hordes when I have the ammunition to fight them, you know? Heck, I might even design like a little area where I can get like a machine gun from the gun mod and just basically crouch down in a bunker almost and just unleash hell. I know you can make rocket launchers in this mod pack too, so that'd be fun. Just launch, wipe out large chunks of the zombies. The grenade launcher is pretty good. It just doesn't do enough damage to justify using it, especially with the cost. But it does clear out a good chunk of them if they're all bunched up together. I like how it went from all that hecticness just back to me mining. So yeah, next goal, get a... I'm gonna have to figure out a way how to either encase the base in like a shell almost that could like survive getting attacked a couple of times. Or figure out if they can build or not. 'Cause I don't know if that was them that built that little pillar there. If it was, you know, that's pretty dangerous. Because then they could just, you know, climb over any kind of like pit that I might make. So that would be pointless. I could design a snowball, like a flaming snowball machine gun that I could use. I'm trying to think. There's also some stuff in Create that I could make that would probably act pretty. I could basically attach saw blades that can like come up out of the ground and spin around to like cut down the numbers. That is definitely possible. That would be kind of funny. And that one wouldn't even be that hard either. I have to think of some stuff. I'll think of some stuff before the next stream. So I think the next time I'll be doing this, unless Hoki's unavailable for Wednesday. The next time I'll be doing this survival hardcore will probably be on Saturday, and that'll be a longer stream. That'll probably be another 5-hour streams. That's the goal. Is 2-hour streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. EST to 9:30 p.m. EST. I'll since I started this stream late, we'll be going till probably like 10 p.m. EST. Because I didn't start the stream till like I think 7:45 or something like that. So, but I do want to try it on Saturdays. Have them earlier, probably around like 8 p.m. EST. Maybe not that early. Maybe 10 p.m. Not 10. 10 a.m. EST. Jesus. It's about 10 hours of streaming a week. It's pretty, it's pretty good. Because obviously, I have other things I have to do during the week. But if streaming ever grows any more than what it is right now, I'd love to stream a lot more. I wouldn't mind doing like, if I could make money off of streaming, if Hoki and I could both make money off streaming, we'd probably do like, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but do it like, for more than just 2 hours. I'd have to see though. That's something that maybe in the future, if streaming ever grows more. If not, I'm content with just, showing off this kind of stuff, playing, just having a small community. 'Cause, there is perks to having a smaller community where everyone that comments, and you actually kind of create like an interconnected web of people where it's like everyone who comments, you can ask about how their day is, and it feels more genuine. So I feel like sometimes once you get too, I don't know what it's like, obviously. I don't know what it's like to have like more than like 10, 20 people watching, but I can imagine it gets pretty hard to interact with your viewers when you are into like like the 100 to like 200 range of viewers. I feel like it gets very difficult to manage. And I always want to be the person that I like feeling genuine. I don't want to ever feel like I'm putting on like a farce. I think being genuine feels good. So let's see. But I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Looks like my ISP is throwing me a hissy fit, so 1 second. Frames might drop for a second. There we go. But I do think that it'd be cool to be able to do this more, like either as a part-time thing, because I love video games and I like playing video games, obviously. streaming is definitely one of those things that I also enjoy because sometimes you get some really cool people into chat and you have like really fun conversations. Um, so it's really, really fun to stream sometimes. I think it is, especially when you do have viewers. I feel like there's a lot more when there is engagement. It's a lot more fun because Twitch. I do stream to Twitch. I am streaming to Twitch currently right now alongside this, um, and on there, you just don't get as much engagement. Like this kind of YouTube streaming, a lot more fun, I think. So you do get a lot more people that come swing in, even if it's only for like a couple of seconds. But there are still more people coming in, which is really cool to see. Because compared to like Twitch, I think like right now, I think the Twitch, I can't see the stats, and I'm not gonna go look. It doesn't really matter to me right now. But let's see. You get a lot more, surprisingly, a lot more engagement with YouTube, like streaming. Which surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to be like this common, where there'd be people coming in and talking. Like it's really cool. I know some people just drop in, say hi, which is, it's cool to just know that like somewhere on the internet, someone else is watching and is like hanging out with you for a little bit. It's like a chill hangout session. Also, I need to drink some water real quick. So, 1 second. Here, 1 moment. But yeah, it is really cool to just know that you're like hanging out with other people. Because we had one person in here. He was really cool from Sri Lanka, which is it's just crazy to me to think that like someone across the world, is tuning in to see me mind blocked in a voxel game. It's kind of funny. It just like shows you like how interconnected the world is now. We don't even think about that. Like that the person that we're replying to, or we seeing their content. They could be someone that lives like a couple of blocks away from us. Or they could be someone like thousands of miles away. It's just crazy. You never really know. And I think that's like one of the beautiful things of the internet. The internet definitely does have its problems. I will say that. Um, I have a very big interest in psychology. Hopefully, one day I'm going to be going to get a PhD in psychology. And I definitely think the internet can be bad for people's mental health because of tribalism and stuff like that. But I do think that in general, it's a cool tool. I hope as like the world continues to grow and uses the internet more and more and more, and it becomes more and more connected to everything, that we use the tool wisely. Everyone should know how to properly look up information on the internet because sadly there are a lot of people on here that just want to trick and lie to you to either benefit themselves or just cause no real reason. They just want to mess with you. They just want to make you mad or something like that. And you got to also remember yourself that the person you were replying to, they're a person. Like it might just seem like there are a lot of bots on the internet now. I don't believe the dead internet theory has fully come to fruition. There are definitely a lot of bots that post, but there are definitely plenty of humans posting. And you just got to remember when especially if you get frustrated at someone's opinion, just remember not to just break down into anger. Because that is another person. I know sometimes it can be hard, especially some people on here have terrible, terrible, terrible opinions. But that's their opinions. So sometimes you just gotta be like, well, I don't agree with you. agree to disagree. Obviously, if someone's like, telling you to something awful, you don't have to agree to disagree with someone who's, doing hate speech or something. But uh, just remember, there's other people on the other side of the screen, on the other side of the internet tube. Which that's also a fun thing to think about, like that if you're connected to Ethernet, uh, in a roundabout way, there is a series of connections that will eventually lead to someone else's house if they're also connected to Ethernet. That's like crazy to me because we don't even think about that all the time. When you think of like the internet, you kind of think of like this kind of mystical force that allows you to post cat videos or whatever. But there is a straight like there are satellites, which is becoming more and more common for internet use, but there's still like right now across the Atlantic Ocean, there's a bunch of big wires that just stretch across, and sometimes sharks attack them. This is a real thing, by the way. Sometimes sharks attack the internet. Um, that's nuts to me. Sometimes random people will also just be digging in their backyard and like cut into an internet cable. There was, I think, I can't remember what country it was. I think it was an Eastern European country where a woman was like digging in her backyard and dug too deep and just like cut off the internet for a large swath of her country or the general area. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna look this up. I don't want to be spreading misinformation. Hold on. But that's just nuts to me, Just digging in your backyard and you cut off the internet for a bunch of people. That's just so funny. Let's see, lady who cut into internet cord. Yeah, from Georgia, yeah. From the country of Georgia. And she cut off the internet to Armenia. That's fucking nuts. That is crazy. Just by accident. That's what's so funny about that. Just by accident. It clearly did not intend to do that. That is wild to me. Just imagine digging in your backyard and you're like, oh, look, what's this weird root? This colorful root with a bunch of different roots coming off of it. And you just cut into it and you don't even think about it the next day. The government comes by your house and is like, hey, what the hell were you doing? No, actually, wait, I have enough copper. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, no, it's crazy. The internet has changed so much too. Like, obviously, I was not alive for the beginning of like the internet. I was there for like I think post.com crash. I think I'm trying to remember when the .com crash was. I don't even know if a lot of people on like watching this were alive during that. Because I don't know. Hold on, let me see. I think that was in the late '90s, which I was not alive for. Let's see. No, never mind. Never mind. I wasn't even sentient for that. Never mind. But I was, like the early days of the internet, post.com crash, like stuff like MySpace, which is nuts. Like that was around when I was in like elementary school, which I don't even. Is it still like a? I know it's still technically around, but I don't know if it is like it was obviously it used to be a social media and then it changed into like a thing for like art like music artists. I don't know if that's still what's going on with that. I have no idea. But a lot of things have changed. Obviously, everyone uses the internet now. Like it's hard to find someone who doesn't have a cell phone. Like at least in the U.S. I don't know. There's obviously going to be. I know in Europe, it's probably like in all the countries in Europe, you're probably going to find people all over the place with cell phones. Um, I don't know. I just know. Obviously, I know the culture of the U.S. It's hard to find someone without. Even like people like grandmas, grandpas, all them. They all have their phones too. Oh, look, guys, we're almost done with digging out the giant hole. We're on the last layer. Uh, let's give ourselves a round of applause. Digging this big hole. Round of applause. But yeah, no, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Like I remember when there was a big meme. Everyone knew the meme. Like I don't know if anyone else knows what I'm talking about, but like if there was a meme, everyone knew what the meme was. Like nowadays there's so many different like subcultures on the internet that like some person's like, "Oh, have you seen this big thing that's happened?" I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Like it feels like you're a lot more out of the loop because like not even like five, probably closer to like 8 years ago, uh if like a meme blew up, everyone knew about that meme, everyone. Nowadays, there's just so many subcultures. Like I couldn't even tell you. Like there's stuff like the Minecraft subculture, video game subculture in general. There's podcast subculture. There's tech bro subcultures. There's just so much. There's so much, and it even changes depending on what social media you're on. If you're on Reddit, there's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of subcultures on there. If you're on like Facebook, you're on Facebook. I'm surprised if you're on Facebook right now and if you use Facebook and you're watching this, I'm surprised because Facebook feels like a closed ecosystem. So maybe memes are passed around a lot more over there. I don't know. I haven't used Facebook in like 8 years, so it has been a long time since I've used Facebook. I mainly use stuff like Blue Sky, Reddit, obviously YouTube, but I feel like most people don't even consider like YouTube a social media. I know people do, but I think like if you walked up to someone who asked them, "Hey, what social media do you use?" and they said YouTube, they probably get weird looks. I think it's a social media because obviously you can follow people. There's a community interaction stuff like that, but uh, I think people would look at you weird. There's Instagram is also another one that's pretty common for people to use. Um, Instagram is wild though. I don't even get on Instagram because of how crazy the content on there is. Like sometimes I'll see like YouTube short videos where like there's some pretty like messed up stuff on there. I'm like, dang, that's pretty screwed up. And then I go over to Instagram Reels and I'm like, this is nightmare. It's like this is horrible. There's so much messed up stuff on like Instagram Reels. It is, geesh. It's like it's almost unmoderated. Some of the stuff's on there is very funny, but some of it's you're just like, oh my god, what the hell is this? I gotta drop off. I want to use as much of this cobblestone as possible, so I do want to bring this back to the base. I'm also gonna sleep. Ooh, it's more of the cactus grew. Give me that cactus. Give me that cactus. Yep. Out. No. Give me the cactus. Oh. Okay. Sick. I'll put this in the plant box. I feel like I've left these guys. They've been in this pit for like majority I'll just play through. I found them like not that long ago. Well, actually, now it probably is pretty long ago. And I was like, okay, I'll start setting up like a villager breeder so I could start making an iron farm, you know. And then I just kind of forgot about them because I was focused on other things. I just I just kept walking away from them. They've been in this pit. These are cured villagers, so they give like really good deals. If I click it, okay, whatever, just stay there. I just keep forgetting they're here. Like I'll come across them, you know, come back and see them, but then I forget that they're here. Oh, yeah, back to my original point with social media being so different now. Like I'm saying, like memes. Like I remember when this is gonna really date me, but when stuff like Dan Daniel, I think what else. I can't. That's the only one that comes to the top of my head right now. But that one, when that one, like everyone I knew that meme. Like even like, because that was back when like Ellen was still around, I think. Uh, so let's see. Ooh, no. Do we have? Uh oh. Do we have a little crash? Uh oh. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Sorry, my YouTube studio timed out. But you had stuff like Ellen, where if like a meme like really blew up, they would end up on there, you know, which is crazy to me to think about that. That was like a part of society for years. You could say something stupid on like Instagram or TikTok, and it just blows up, and all of a sudden like you're now like this huge meme. It's just so wild. And like nowadays, you just don't really hear about that anymore. Like there are like stuff like that kind of breaks through and everyone hears about. Like obviously like the Hawk Tua stuff. That meme was so stupid. Like that one. That's a good example of one that kind of like broke through everything and people knew like about like you could ask anyone and they would know about it. Trying to think of other examples. If you can think of any examples, if there's any viewers that are not from the U.S. as well, because I know that you like non-U.S. viewers probably have a different experience with like memes and their virality. Um, Comment if there's like one that really blew up from where you're from, because I find that kind of stuff interesting. I don't know if there's any other U.S. viewers as well. If you have like if you know of one that's kind of like blew up, leave it in the chat because I think I kind of like seeing other people's like perspectives. Yeah, because once again, I'm from the U.S., so any kind of perspective I have is going to be biased to the U.S. Um, so, did the Italian? I know the Italian brain rot thing. Did that start on like Italian social media, or did that start somewhere else? Like, was that more of a U.S. thing? I know there was a one for like French speaking countries. There was a I can't. I used to be able to speak French, but nah. It was the orange fish, the orange goldfish. I saw that one a couple of times. That one made me laugh, and actually had a really good beat to it. I'm gonna have to find that now. I'm gonna watch it after the stream. Thinking about it, I'm like, oh man, that's stuck in my head. I don't know if anyone else has that where you get something stuck in your brain and you just have to like listen to it. That happens a lot with music for me, where like I'll get like an itch almost and just have to go watch like a song because I was thinking about it. Man, I'm trying to think of what that was called. But yeah, it is interesting how the internet's changed, and it's kind of there's like two ways that I think the internet will go down, like like pathways will go down. I think that the internet will either continue to stratify, becoming more and more niche in the sense of like people will become more and more tribalized and have very specific communities they are a part of, and information doesn't leave those communities, which I don't really like that style of internet. I like the internet when it's like a big melting pot, because I think that's funnier and it's more interesting for um, like sharing information, like where everything's all mixed together. I don't want to ever see the internet just being like, okay, you're in these groups, this group, and that group. Well, you never interact with anyone outside of this, so sucks to suck. I want to see the internet always being that weird wackiness where there's just so much random crap going on. Because I think that's like the internet at its peak is like that chaos, Okay, let's see. Get that tossed in there, get that tossed in there, get that tossed in there. I'll put these apples back up. Why are these in here? They should be in here. Where I wasn't expecting well, we had to deal with the zombies, that's right. I was like, why did it take us so long to get this one part done? So I was expecting the general structure of the storage area to be done a lot faster, but I guess because of the zombie attack and having to deal with that, that did take away my focus off of digging. But we're almost there with like it's pretty much done. I'll just have to put in. I'm gonna make in the create mod. You can basically put down an encased fan and give it power, and you can make a auto smelter. I want to make one of those just so I can quickly cook up some cobblestone and turn it into stone bricks. Yeah, I want to use stone bricks for the interior. Just regular stone bricks. I might need to go find a villager that I can trade glowstone with. I can't remember. I think that's which one? I think it's only the priest. Yeah, just priest. So yeah, look at all the effort we put in together, guys. Look at that. When we started this stream, this area was normal looking. Now we have a giant hole. If I fall down, well, I won't die. It'll definitely hurt. Let's get this dug out. So we got the general hole cut out for storage now. So now I just need to come through here and actually start putting down the other blocks, lining it up so that way, you can see in there. And then install the storage system. I have to I want to test out something before I get off for the night because I have we'll probably call the stream in about 18 minutes, so we still have some time together. But I do want to get. Oh, sorry if my ASP is crapping out a little bit. I do want to test out how certain things are gonna run. And I want to see if the frog ports can work from below. So if like they can aim below or not. Because I don't know. I have no idea if they can aim downwards or not. I think they can. I think they might be able to, as long as there's like space. Oops. Wasn't paying attention. As long as there's space, like for the diagonal connection to work. But we'll see. I'm not sure. There we go. But we'll test that in creative before I get off for the night. And apologies about the random hiccups with the stream. I will be changing ISPs eventually because the ISPs in my area are pretty crap. But that's most of the world, I guess, you know. I don't know too many people that are happy with their internet providers. I have had nothing but bad luck with the internet providers my entire life. I don't think I've ever had one that I'm like, oh yes, I would recommend them. Also, I'm gonna have to fix up this pickaxe and the shovel. The pickaxe has mending, but I don't have a way to consistently get enough XP to fix this though, so. There we go. I can't tell if it's another blood moon or not. I don't think it is. The blood moons are every like 5 days, so. I really hope there is not another blood moon because I cannot deal with that right now. Once I get this last little part cut out, okay, yeah. Once I get this last little part cut out and get some of the cobblestone cooking, I'll probably. Oh, we're gonna have another drop. Hold on. Once I get this cobblestone cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and go into creative. So I want to just get the cobblestone stuff ready to go. I want to go into creative and test out the frog board things. I think I don't want to say they can, but it'd be really nice if they can kind of aim slightly downwards, like at an angle. So it'd save me a lot of time, and I could make the design a lot simpler. So yeah, there we go. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go. The rest of the base will be a lot easier to build because it'll be all nice and vertical. Like it'll be above ground. This is just the hardest part. This is what's gonna take the longest. They pretty much have all of the like all of the different materials needed for the general design, I'm pretty sure. So it won't take very long to do that. Okay, let's teleport home. Rest. There we go. Zoom over there. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. There. And let's get an encased fan going. Can't remember. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna have to build. Hold on. I'm gonna have to build something. I'm gonna build a couple of things. Store this. We got a lot of cobblestone, so that's good. I think really the only things we need now is more charcoal. And yeah, we're gonna have to definitely make some more charcoal. I don't know if we have any cooking already or if we had any cooking. Oh, we did. Sick. Oh, wow. Wow. Sick. That's awesome. I already had the charcoal cooking. That solves my not having ammo problem. Why is there coal here? Get that coal. Because we already had the charcoal. Epic. That's awesome. Wasn't. See. We're going to cook up some more copper. Go, there you go, there you go. It is gold. There you go. Pop that in there. We're gonna make some ammo real quick. Because I do not want 3 stacks of copper right now. I don't want us to be caught with pants down. Another raid occurs. Let's see. Pretty sure I could just crush. There might be some in here. Is there? No. But I can make some gravel very quickly. The perks of the create machines. This is why I love create. It's because I can just easily just do this. There we go. There's some gravel. And we can toss all that right back in there and get a bunch of sand too. So we'll have at least 4 stacks of sand. This is why I think create should just be added natively to Minecraft. I know it would make no sense to like the it would be such like a big jump and so different, but just imagine the stuff you'd see people building with this on like multiplayer servers. Like there would be some crazy stuff. I was hoping that'd give me more limits. Okay, there we go. We need it. We need at least 1 stack. We got our stack, and then 2 stacks of sugar. We can just go like this. Break some of that sugar cane. Get sweet, sweet sugar cane. There we go. There we go. And if anyone's interested in any of the mods, I might do a community post on the channel. So anyone who wants to go check that, I'll probably post like just a list of all the mods I have installed. I'm playing on 1.20.1. I hope that once more of the mods update, I can move to 1.21 point whatever. But I don't think too many of the mods that I use a lot have updated yet. Also, where the heck? But I'll post it on the community tab. I think it would be kind of cool for the Curse Forge series that Hoki and I are planning to do. If we start getting enough viewers and stuff like that that are consistent and coming to the channel, you know, over and over, we might have it where we post community polls to where people can suggest mods that we add every 100 in-game Minecraft days. So we can actually see, you guys can actually see the mods that you think would be fun to add. It might be chaotic. Obviously, we'll vet some of them, but if they're good and they're popular, that would be kind of fun to add, you know? It can get really hectic with you. So I think that'd be very funny for you guys. Be able to like have a play and a say in how we try to survive. Okay. Should have enough now. Wait, that's not the ammo bench. There we go. Whoa. Little lag spike. And about a copper again. Let me go mining for some copper real quick, which there's always lots of copper in mine. Just jump straight down here and carefully take damage. Also, you have to make some more golden carrots soon, or go buy some more. probably just go buy some. It's easier. For zinc, I don't really need zinc right now. I need copper. Give me that copper. Give me that copper. I need it. I need it. I need the copper. Yeah, give me that copper. Dang, 55 for one little vein. Yeesh. There we go. Sheesh. 2 veins and I have 2 stacks. My god. I forgot how nutso fortune plus copper is. I didn't even see this copper. Oh, why is it not glowing anymore? Oh, did that get turned off? Hold on. Why did it get turned off? Oh, whoa, 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 lag. Whoa. Jump scare. Uh, hello? Hello? Uh-oh. I just want a copper, man. A copper. Okay, we're good, There we go. My guy's about to blow up there for a second. Because normally it doesn't take that long to load a resource pack. I was like, uh-oh. Okay. They're glowing now. That's good, that's good. Okay. So make sure this pickaxe in here. I'd be very upset if I broke this pickaxe. I'm trying to collect all of my original tools. Like the first tool I've made of every type. And the first armor of every type I've ever made. And build a museum eventually. I think that'd be kind of cool. I try to do that on every world, but some worlds I forget and I accidentally break the tool. Hello, Glow Squid. What are you doing down here, bro? Okay. What a weirdo. See you later, Stinky. We got the copper. Put it in there. Yes. 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 Yeah. Yeah, it's another 2 stacks. Man, we're almost out of iron. Holy crap. I'm gonna really have to make that iron farm soon. But let's see. I don't want to use up all of this. I need some of it left. Okay, we can make more ammo. We're gonna need so much if another zombie horde shows up. And we're out of copper. There we go. That's at least 300. Let's go. Almost 400. Cool. I want to set up the encased fan real quick so that way I can quickly smelt a bunch of cobblestone when I get back next time I play. Which, once again, maybe Wednesday, might be Friday, but Hokey and I are going to probably start doing our other Minecraft series. Wednesdays will probably kind of be like a wild card day for what we stream. It'll be no matter what, 2 to 3 hours of streaming, so there will be plenty of laughs to be had. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and subscribe. It will be around 7 p.m. EST. We're either going to do. I suggested that we do the Curse Forge, the one with all the mods added, so it's all chaotic. But we might end up deciding to play something else. So either either way, anything we play will probably be enjoyable to watch because me and Pokey bounce off each other really well. So, but let me get the case fan done real quick, and then we're gonna test something in creative, and then I think I will be heading off for the night. But that's another like 5-10 minutes. So, but I really do want to genuinely thank anyone who stopped and kind of hung out for this stream. I really appreciate it. I know there's not a lot of you. That's okay. We had fun. All that matters is that you enjoyed what you watched, and if you did, make sure you subscribe. It's always appreciated. And you can like this stream as well. Let's see. Let's get this out. Well, it's already nighttime again. Didn't I just lay down? Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Okay, we're awake. It's gonna be me in real life in a couple of hours. Nusion. So I need to make 3. Get that put on there real quick. Like, yeah. Run back over here. Gotta grab some wood because I gotta make some more cogs. Actually, I have enough. Oh, I literally have everything I need. Epic. Let's get that put in there. Get a gearbox, and then I think it was boom, 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 boom. Sweet. And a site on top of that for depot. Boom, boom. So awesome. Go. My inventory is a mess. I look like a madman. Let's get that. This doesn't. No, that won't be affected by this, like at all. Get that. Get that. We can just toss that right there. Actually, wait. No, wait. Yeah, no, I didn't right. What the hell? We gotta put this here. Gotta put this here. Oh! Whoops. We don't have enough power. Never mind. I'm gonna take you. We're gonna got too much crap out there. You know what? We'll put you here. They don't need the fan to spin like crazy fast. It just needs to spin. No, I want to do the other one. Well, actually, I do need it to spin a certain direction. I don't know. Is this suck mode? Bruh. Bruh. What? How is that too much? What is going on? It should not be too much. Bruh. What? Even on the low... It's stinky. It's stinky. Then we'll break you. And just... I promise it's not going to be as hectically designed. Like, I'm going to make an actual decent area for this. Oh. Oh, I'm sucked! Help! Help! Okay, that's the wrong way. You're going to go one more. There we go. Whee! Okay, so now we do this. Actually, wait, hold on. I need more dirt. This looks so shit. It looks so bad. I promise. I'm gonna make it look better. I'll actually have like a nice workshop area for all my create stuff. Put that there, put that there. Put the depot. I'm trying to not burn myself alive. Put the depot. There we go. Put the lava. Bump. go. Look at it. So what the? Oh, it's chunky. It's chunky. Let's get this. So now we have a much faster smelter. It bulk smelts. I can technically extend this out a couple more blocks if I really wanted to. Actually, yeah, let's see. How far does this go out? Oh, shit. You know what? We'll bump it out to 4. We can really cook now. I don't want to touch that. I will die. I will burn. It will not be very, Yeah, see, look at that. We got stone. Got stone. Hell yeah. It also works for ores, so I can cook ores a lot faster. I could have made this a lot sooner, but I was kind of lazy. Well, so should I use... Do I want to use... What's the... Do I want to use smooth stone? Actually, you know what? I can use smooth stone for the floor. Stone bricks for the walls. How does that sound? That sounds pretty good, right? I think that'll look pretty good. Or should I do smooth stone for the walls and bricks for the floor? I don't know. I'll have to think on it. But for right now, I'm going to go into the greater world, test that one thing out. Do this. And then I'm going to probably end the stream there, but in just 1 second, we'll test that thing out together. And then we'll be saying goodnight. So, 1 second. There we go. Where's my testing? There it is. Don't mind all the critters. So I want to test this. Can it do it? Ah, okay. So that does change how the storage system will be designed. Okay, that is good to know. That is good to know. I can still keep it pretty simple. It'll just have more layers, which could get very chaotic very quickly, but we'll see. So, man, I'll have to really test this out now. I have an idea. I have an idea how it will work. It shouldn't be too complex. The big thing is I just need to go. It's going to be so strange. There'll have to be like a central hub, like here. Central hub right here. Oh, that's going to be so chaotic. It is going to look like a madman's, like, thing, but, you know, I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get it worked out. Oh, wait, yeah. This is what the general layout of the system will look like, though, for anyone interested. It's pretty cool. You can, this is one of the reasons why I really like what they've done with the create mod. You can toss this in here. Oh. This guy will throw it up on there. This guy will eat it and put it into storage. So now the cobblestone's in there. If I need to request cobblestone, I can do that. He throws it up onto there, drops it in there. It's in there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Lock. Super cool. I love this mod so much. They've added so much cool stuff. I like when I Yeah, when I had saw the trailer for this this mod, like this update to the mod, I was just like, that is insane. Like I knew it was gonna be like a game changer. Because like look at this little guy. Look at him. Little guy. Little metal guy. He's a cutie. Hold on. Oh, I missed. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, the iron sets of this suck. There you go. But with that, I want to say thank you for everyone who's watched. I really appreciate everyone who stopped by, chatted. I really appreciate that kind of interaction. If you really enjoyed what you watched, if you want to watch more, we do have more videos on our channel. They're not as chill as this kind of stream. Obviously, it's a lot more. Oh, my dog's saying hi. Um, they're gonna be a different type. They're gonna be a lot more energized because when Hoki and I are in the same call, we bounce off each other like crazy. But I really want to say thank you to everyone who stayed by and watched. If you're interested in seeing more stuff, check out the channel. Please like and subscribe if you already haven't. And I really hope you guys have a good rest of your evening and sleep well. Thank you.